Although I'm quite satisfied and pleased with the Ely Subsonic, the hollow points, I'm looking for something that's going to possibly give me a little extra range, perhaps a little bit more stopping power as people call it. And today I'm looking at the Winchester laser, simple cardboard box, plastic tray that holds the bullets. There's 50 to a box. The case itself is nickel plated. The bullet itself is copper plated. You can see the hollow point. There's no other information on the box apart from 37 grain for the bullet. So I've no idea of speed. I've no idea of power obtained. But the important part is, does it work? Is it accurate in my rifle? Now you might have already tried these, or you might at a later date and find them very good, but the important part for me is it accurate in my rifle? Now I've had quite a bit of trouble with these high velocity and hyper velocity bullets. I just don't seem to be able to hit the target. I've been trying a few now at 90 yards out in the field, so I thought I'd try something a little bit different today. These Winchester lasers I'm trying at 50 yards at a rifle range, and I'm just going to see how it goes. I'm not going to be absolutely critical about them, just some offhand shooting, just to give me an idea, get it on target and see what the groups are like. Give them a try, give them a comparison against the Ely Subsonics and a few other high velocity, and see how we get on. This is the target that I shot at 50 yards at the range. This one is the Ely Subsonics. Now bearing in mind 50 yards, not using a bipod, I don't think that's a bad score at all. Bad group on the target. And looking at the other high velocity, there's some fairly good groups. The Winchester target here itself, it's not one of the best, I will admit that, and I'm keeping an eye on this performance, the grouping. But when you consider the two there, not too bad, and the top two, they're not too bad either. It's not a bad score. But looking over at these yellow jackets, I constantly, over the time that I've tried these high velocity bullets, the hyper velocity versions as well, the yellow jackets have constantly scored quite badly. The 3 shots there that you can see, 2 have grouped, are okay, they're next to each other, but there's a wild flyer there and one that completely missed the target just there on the well outside the target area itself. So I've decided now definitely not to consider using any more yellow jackets, they're out, and concentrate on the 7 that I've got left. The Winchester, by the look of it, just looking at a few of the yellow dots, you can see the group is probably not the best, but I'm going to ignore it for now and I shall persevere with these Winchester. They're certainly, in my rifle at least, a lot better than the yellow jackets. So a few more tests, see if I can narrow it down a little bit more.